Version 1.3 is now officially live in Where Winds Meet, and honestly, there is a lot more in here than we expected. So much so that there's actually a lot of things in here that a lot of you guys may not even realize unless you watch this video. So with that being said, I'm going to be highlighting some of the hidden new additions that are in the game since version 1.3, and let's just go ahead and jump into things so you can take advantage of it. First things first, there is a major update to the season shop. If we go ahead and go over to offers and then season shop, you're going to see that there's a handful of new items. Again, this is very important and you're going to want to make sure you take a look at this before the weekly reset. To be more specific, there's a new Howling or Falcon material that you can purchase right here. You can get up to 20 of these. And then the other thing I wanted to call out too, which in my opinion is very, very important, is the Golden Silk Song coin bag. Each of these coin bags has 20,000 coins in it, and it does not cost Jadefish, but it does cost stamina. You can get 15 of these per week, and honestly, I highly recommend that you go ahead and purchase a decent chunk of these. I'll go ahead and purchase 10 of them for now, and then probably do a little bit of crafting. But it's important to know too that this stamina is restored daily, so you might as well use it and just take advantage of free coins, because at the end of the day, many of us probably are just sitting on stamina because we have limited materials when it comes to crafting. If you fall in that bucket, just please go ahead and start using some stamina here and there, even if it's just a few each day until you kind of recover it, just towards these coin bags, because hey, who doesn't love free coins, right? So something they snuck right in there was actually tier 81 potions and consumables, which honestly are a big impact in regards to PvE and PvP content. So to be a little bit more specific, I actually found this out accidentally when I got a tier 81 potion just by taking out random mobs in a fort fight. And I actually ended up getting some consumables at tier 81 as well, like salt and milk curds, which restores a ton of HP, and then some more unique ones like fruit cream rolls, which boosted max HP by 8200, and even this item to boost physical attack by a huge chunk. And speaking of consumables, one thing I found out by accident yet again was that once I upgraded my professions to Paragon T3 in regards to healing, it unlocked the ability to craft tier level 81 potions. So again, this is pretty helpful. You'll want consumables for everything you do in this game, and it's just a nice to know type of little trick that they don't really point out right in front of you. Same situation with the scholar profession. Once I got to tier 3 of the refined gentleman tier, I unlocked the ability to craft level 81 scripts. So this is increasing physical resistance by a good chunk, all attribute attack penetration, and then also restoring a certain amount of max HP when a single attack hits 3 or more enemies, which could be good in certain PvE situations. But again, this is not very straightforward, and it's just nice to know, and another perk to actually contributing and investing in your different professions in this game. Next up, and again, this one may be a little bit more obvious, but it is very important to realize, and that's that there's new talents that are now in the game. And I'm talking about these basic general talents. I highly recommend you jump into this tab and start exploring both regions a little bit further so you can actually max out and just get a nice boost to your overall character. Again, it's worth taking a look at all of these before you go ahead and lock them in, because a lot of these are pretty interesting on what they offer, such as attribute boosts or even like increased chances of getting extra items when gathering divine craft tools, which again is a very unique talent. So again, take a look at this, start grinding out some exploration points, and choose wisely. Now, one location that's very important with this update is right here in the first region, and this is regarding the mini treasures and special oddities that you collect. A lot of people tend to run around and collect these but don't realize what they're even for. So this troop leader actually will accept all of the mini treasures and special oddities you collect, and it's basically like a mini side quest in a way. And once you actually return all of these different treasures and oddities, you get a handful of Echo Jade and then eventually a unique title. I'm not a huge fan, honestly, of the rewards. I kind of assumed there was going to be quite a bit more than this, like maybe passive buffs or even just gold to kind of use for enhancing my character. But long story short, it was nothing that great. I'll just show you guys all the rewards. Check out the link in the description for all the locations for these items too, if you're still on the hunt for them. Next up, I did want to call out as well another thing they snuck right in there, which is a huge increase to the max level of your mystic skills. You can now upgrade your mystic skills by quite a bit, and it can lead to a big chunk of increased damage output, not only in PvE, but also PvP scenarios. So I highly recommend you jump online your character, start upgrading all of the mystic skills that you tend to use the most as much as possible, and also start using your energy in some of those joint battles and those forts so you have what you need to start enhancing these mystic skills, because I guarantee you it's going to cost you a lot. The next thing I wanted to call out is this new Echoes Unbound draw system, which can be a little bit daunting at first and misguide you in assuming that this isn't as expensive as you think it is. And I consider it hidden because of the way they set it up. So you've got about 20 days left as I post this video to actually complete this, and you can purchase around 18 of these feathers, allowing you to do a draw towards some of these rewards. Once you unlock these 3 epic rewards, it unlocks the next tier. So there is some pretty cool stuff. I think probably some of the best stuff is honestly like this cape in tier 2 and then like the hairstyle over here. But I'm here to tell you that chances are pretty high that if you want to fully complete this, it's going to cost you over $1,000. Like, no joke, this is just insanely expensive. And at first glance, you may think it's not as expensive, but it gets more and more expensive in scales as you increase in draws and overall tiers. So right now, you can see that it only costs 10 pearls for one of these feathers. I mean, I don't even want to spend it because I know it's not worth it. And there are guaranteed epic rewards and stuff, but once you get over here, it's going to cost you a lot more to even pull one draw, which means it's going to cost more pearls, well, echo beads. It's going to cost more and more and more. And long story short, the thing that's hidden about this is the true cost. I actually get all of these rewards, and I'm here to tell you it's probably not worth it unless you are a mega whale and have the money to burn. But don't get kind of distracted and caught into the fact that, hey, you may think this isn't as expensive, but at the end of the day, it is. So just a heads up about that, and to not stress too much about these rewards. And the last thing I wanted to call out is that the techniques, if you are a part of a guild, have been completely reset. So if you are a member of a guild, be sure to jump in here and re-upgrade the ones you want to focus on. For example, I like boosting up this Jade Fish bonus just so I can get those weekly Jade Fish a lot easier. Then also kind of boost up some of these other things just to make some guild activities a little bit easier on me. And that really covers it. Again, version 1.3 has had a ton of updates. I did not cover all of them, but a lot of the ones that I did not cover are pretty straightforward and you guys probably already know about. So that really covers it. If you guys enjoyed this video and this style of video, let me know in the comments below, and stay tuned for some more Where Winds Meet content coming soon. Thanks again, and I'll catch you guys later.